Okay, okay. Make sure I got everything. All right, what is up, you guys? This is the Shadow Spirit 2 here. Correction, Shadow Spirit 2. Did a name shortening of it. And we're finally going to do the Sonic tier list. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to give a bit of news. Um, I apologize for the hiatus. Just been trying to get everything situated once again. Uh, and for the longest time, I've been just trying to get everything situated with we're running OBS and everything. So there's that, and another thing is that before I get started, this is a tier list that I'm going to do. Your opinions may be different from what I have listed on here at by the end of it, or as I explain why. There is. Now let me redo that. All right. What is up, you guys? It's Shadow Spirit 2 here, and today I wanted to do a Sonic tier list. But before I get started, I wanted to update you guys. Yeah, just trying to get everything situated. So, my bad for the hiatus. Um, there's a couple of more discussions I want to talk about and everything. So, there's that. Um, so, yeah, there's that. Trying to get everything out of the way. Now, for the topic at hand is the tier list. This, as you can see, it's listed S rank all the way down to F rank, and these last three will be for obviously the Sonic games that I've played but never I didn't complete, and there's the ones that I never played but I know of them, and then there's the ones that I don't really care for. So there's that. So with that in mind, it's just it'll be certain games on here that I may not like, which you may like, and I would suggest that you make your own tier list if you disagree with me. But I respect your opinion either way. It's just I don't feel like I should change my choices because you have a different opinion on it. Like I said, you're more than welcome to make it. If you feel any disagreement, you can either write it out in the comment or you can make your own video and make a response. Um, but yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So starting off, is Sonic the Hedgehog. Um, with the first one, it's automatically gonna be A tier because it it was the start of the Sonic franchise, and so it's just best to pay respects that way. I would instantly give it A tier. Now the thing about Sonic the Hedgehog one is that I played it after I played Sonic 2, so a lot of things weren't. I mean, it was certain things I was expecting, or it was certain things that dialed it back for me playing it. But I give it respects. It has to be an A tier for respect purposes, but at the same time it did bring a lot of people like nostalgia and everything, so it's best to pay respects for it that way. um Tails is music maker. I don't really care for it. I know of it, but don't really care for it. um the Sonic Jam, it's wasn't it just a collection of Sonic games. It wasn't necessarily like um a game really like that. I mean, it did like have like a hub world where you can play a Sonic in like a 3D environment when Sega was working on their steps into getting Sonic into 3D. So that was the little thing about it. But I know of it, but don't really care for it. Let's see. Nah, I say I never played it, but I know of it. I mean, it's not necessarily a game, but that's that. Um, another thing, before I continue on, is for the Mario and Sonic series, um, or like any like side games or mobile games like that, especially this Mario and Sonic series, I'll throw them in a bracket where like I know of them, but it's just I never uh I just never played the the one after the first one. And afterwards I just didn't play the second one and beyond. I didn't play that one. So there's that. Let's see. Um, the Sonic mobile game for the mobile phone. I mean the Sonic Unleashed mobile game for the phone for the mobile phone. Don't really care for it. I know of it, but I don't care for it. Sonic CD for the Mega CD. Let's see. Hold on. There is because there's another Sonic CD, but that was the 2011 release, I believe. That one, that's the one that had Tails and all that playable. But if I'm just doing it as like a whole, like minus that, it's just it had a good like cutscene and everything. Nice soundtrack. So, but me personally, I played it, but I didn't complete it. But if I did have to grade it though, I would give it like I give it a B. I give it a B. It's nice. Um, Sonic Pinball Party. I know of it. It's just I don't really care for it. Okay. Then let's see. Um, let's see. Sonic Advance 3. Sonic Advance 3. This one personally, I've played it, but I didn't complete it. Like I have played it through like emulation. I've seen all the little sprite animations that they did with the same sprites and everything. I used to do sprite animations too, so I know of it there. I know the little fan videos that he did of it, throughout the years and stuff. So that's the thing. So there's that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I like Sonic Advance 3. They introduced Cream the Rabbit, but the other two I didn't play. The first one and the second one, but I seen videos on it, so I know of them. Um, Sonic Free Riders. Me personally, I played it, but I didn't complete it. But if I was to give it a grade, I would say, let's see. I mean, it's bad in regards to controls. This is one I'll grade just for the sake of it. I'll grade it even though I didn't like complete it. Um, because this was the third, obviously it's the third Sonic Riders, and this is probably what ultimately probably most likely killed the Rider series is because of this. Uh, because the lack of a controller option, the characters were reduced instead of fully fledged like cutscenes, CGI cutscenes. They or CG cutscenes. They decided to make them all still images and stuff like that. But graphically, the game was looking good, but everything else around the game, no, not really. The controls and all that were bad. So it's like I said, it's like a mix between. If I had to grade it, it would be like F. Um, but I played it, but I didn't complete it, because of the Connect. But if they had a controller option, the game would have been a little bit better. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, for nostalgic purposes, that is always going to be S tier because that was one of the main Sonic games I had played. I'm gonna put that at S tier because nostalgic reasons, and I liked it. I liked it. Not gonna lie, I liked it better than the first one. Not gonna lie. I know the first one, like I said, you pay respects to it. It had a nice soundtrack. I like Spring Yard Zone. I like the levels in there in that one, but I stuck with the second one a lot more than the first one. Like a lot, it you know, and what it's a really good game. It's because that I just love the soundtrack. I love like just I just like to play it. I just like to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I liked it more than the first one. Um, let's see. Um, Knuckles Chaotix. I've played but didn't complete it. If I had to grade it, it would be a C. Uh, cause I played it a little bit on the emulators. I played it that way. Like my friend had it, and I played it that way. Um, played. Uh, yeah, Knuckles Chaotix was alright. It was just its own thing. All right. So, like I said, for the Mario and Sonic series, I never played. Well, I played the first one, but the rest of them I didn't play. So I never played them, but I know of them. All right. So same thing for the like I said for the rest of the last two Sonic events. Same thing. I hear different opinions on Sonic events. I mean, some people like it, some people don't for some reason, but it's a nice thing, and I like what they did. They made it like it made its own like little series with it. I like it. Um, Sonic Battle. I think I played it, but I don't believe I completed it. I like the game. I give it a A. I give it give it a A. Yeah, because it reintroduced like Gamma and like Chaos, and then they gave you like a whole fighting element, and then yeah, like I said, it introduced like Emerald, things like that. So there's that. That's what I liked about the game too. And then it had like some mini games that was fine too. Um, the Sonic Blast for the Game Gear. If that's the one with Sonic and Knuckles, I played that one on the Sonic Mega Collection Plus. It was weird. That game was weird, but it I don't really care for it. It wasn't. It was a weird game, but it's whatever. Um, Now the same thing I think I said for Sonic Jam, the collection series. I mean the little collection games. Um, I mean it's a game collection, but they have the games individually like spread out and everything. So for these, I guess to grade it for having a whole collection of games, I would give that one I give that one a B. I give that one a B. It's just that I didn't I don't think in a sense, I don't think I completed it. Like it's a, let's see, mm, I mean, in a sense, I did play it, but I didn't complete it. I mean, if we're looking at it in that regard, but if I was to grade it, it would be, I give it a B. I give it a B. Um, Sonic Jam for the Sega Saturn. It's the same thing. I mean, I know of it, but I never played it. Um, Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania I played, but I didn't complete. Uh, but if I was to grade it, I give it a A. It reintroduced like Mighty and Ray. It added just like a lot more to the classic Sonic feel and stuff like that. The soundtrack and all that was nice. It catered to the classic Sonic fans and things like that. It got good reception, so it was okay. Sonic 06. Uh, Sonic 06 had a little pinch of fun. I ain't gonna lie, it had a little pinch of fun, even though the game was like rushed and like incomplete. You know, just certain things like the style of the cutscenes, just the move elements that like they would give Shadow, like the Chaos Spear and stuff like that. Um, Different things like that. They let the other characters like it almost had it had an adventure type of feel, but that could have been better. But if the game wasn't like rushed, so that's the sad part. Uh, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I don't really. I mean, I've played it, but I didn't complete it. But I don't really care for it. Cause this is just another example of the sequels that you release later on in the series. Just you got to remember, like, there's expectation with this. You know, when you're a long running series and you decide to add a number onto it, that brings a lot of expectation. You would believe that, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 would would really like expand upon what the classic games had set and everything, or if they were to bring it into a modern time at the time it was released. This is, you know, the expectation that comes with it. You know, it would have been a lot of like a better story and everything, instead of like a rehash or a retelling of the same story. But well, it could have worked in that regard, but just differently. But at the same time, it's expectancy when you release like something with a number on it. There's that. Yeah. So the Mario and Sonic games, I was saying is that, yeah, never played them, but I know of them. Yeah, like I said, the Sonic Advance series, the same thing. The Sonic, the Sonic N, it was just the Sonic Advance game for the mobile phone. I don't care for it. Um, Sonic 2 for the Master System. Played it, didn't complete it. I don't really care for it. Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast, I've seen videos on it. Never played it, but I know of it. Now the DX version, I played, but I didn't complete. Uh, I've tried to play it on the GameCube a long time ago, but the game disc was like pretty scratched up. So the furthest I got was to Sonic's like casino stage, and that was like that was really like it for his story. Like I think I we got up to that part, and then we played a little bit of Tail's story, and then that was it. It wouldn't let us play anymore. We kept trying to make it work, but it didn't work. But I already know of the final boss, like with Chaos and all that. Like throughout the years, I watched it on YouTube, but to give myself like my own experience with it, I purposely stayed away from the other characters, like stages like that. Like I've probably seen little video clips here and there, but I purposely stayed away from them. But I heard a lot of reception about it. People didn't like certain ones, except like Big the Cat. They didn't like his fishing section and things like that. So there's that. The Mario and Sonic. Oh, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's the first one. That one, I give it a C. It was nice. It was a nice game. It was a nice game. It was nice. It was nice. Yep, up here with the C tier. Dang, no, nothing got a B tier yet. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. I played, but I didn't complete. I read up on it. It left on a cliffhanger that never got picked up or whatever, and I guess some people didn't like the game. So, but I've seen like in the videos I watched about it, it has some decent like stuff in there. You know, the RPG type element, and then that it introduced like Shade the Echidna, and that Knuckles like wasn't the only Echidna left. It was just that his clan, the Echidna tribe was having like a war going on between the two sets, and come to find out like he's like not the last Echidna, and the other half of the race of Echidnas had went to another like dimension or whatever. But I would have wanted to see another game with Shade the Echidna in there. But yeah, that's the little sad part about it. Because I heard about the whole Ken Penders thing, so it's almost it's really highly unlikely if they'll return again. They have Sonic 3 and Knuckles somewhere. I saw it. Because I can just grade it as a whole rather than it being like separate. So I'll skip the Sonic 3 one. I'll go to Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed for the 360 / like the PS3. That one I've played but didn't complete. I got pretty far in the game, but like it was, but it was before Eggman Land. I didn't think I got to Eggman Land. I got far, but after a while, it was just that the Sun and Moon Metal requirements kind of threw me off of playing it, so I just kind of stopped. Um, but maybe one day I'll eventually complete it. Um, there's that. Now, okay, so but graphically and how it introduced like Chip and Dark Gaia and Werehog Sonic, that was nice. That was nice. And then um, the human characters in that world, that was nice. That was nice. I'll probably make a video on that. Um, let's see, Sonic 1 for the Master System. Don't really care for it. It's there, but I don't really care for it. I mean, it's just I like the Sega Genesis version more. Um, let's see, Sega Superstars Tennis. And I played it at school a long time ago, but don't really care for it. I mean, it was cool seeing Sonic and Shadow like transform and stuff, but like when they get their special ability, but other than that, I don't really care for it. All right, so for the Wii version or the PS2 version, that one I would give a B. I'll give that Sonic Unleashed a B. Like it was a pretty decent game. It's pretty good. It was a pretty good game. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Put that up there. Okay. Yeah. So finally got all the games. Listed all out on each letter. Let's see. Sonic Shuffle. Never played it, but I know of it. It's just the whole little Mario Party thing, and the little villain that's in the game. He reminds me of Cosmo from Sonic X. The design wise, it reminds me of Cosmo from Sonic X. Lego Dimension Sonic. Don't really care for it. It's cool, but I don't really care for it. It's like its own thing. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That's gonna be S tier. That's gonna be S tier for like hold on. That's always gonna be S tier. I'll explain. Okay. So Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That game, its replay value and all that is nice. Everything is nice about that game. It was just initially in the beginning, I had a hard time with the game. It was a time when I played the game. I had got the game in like the daytime, and I couldn't beat Wild Canyon, and I couldn't beat that game. That level for a long time because I didn't know where the last piece of the Master Emerald was. Now, keep in mind, I bought this in the daytime, like afternoon time. I didn't find that last piece until it was like nighttime. I didn't care about the time or anything. Once I found the last piece, I was really raging out saying that there is no last piece here. I was just really upset till I finally found it. So there was that. In the initial beginning, I had trouble playing it, but I continued on and kept playing it. But it has like some things I didn't like about it, such as like Rouge's levels, the where you got to find the 3 keys. Like even with Knuckles levels, like some Knuckles levels, there was certain levels I didn't like. The Eggman thing and Tails mech stages were alright, but I found them to be alright more like as time went on. Like as time went on, they were alright. They just the once you get down the mechanics of how you play as them, then yeah, you get it down. But that game is cool. It introduced Shadow, it introduced Rouge. It was a pretty nice game. It really was. I wish they make another game that's just similar like this. If they can do another game that's like that, then yes, it's nice. Okay, Sonic Mega Collection Plus. For nostalgic purposes, even though it's a collection game, like a compilation game, I'm I'm gonna give that one S tier for nostalgic reasons. It had a good soundtrack. I and Even though I kind of did play the Sonic series like out of order, well, Mega Collection Plus like was like a big influence on like the Sonic games, like the classic Sonic games. And I played, like I said, I played Mega Collection Plus before the first Mega Collection that was on GameCube. There was that. This is I think this is for the DS. Don't really care for it. Sonic Rush Adventure I played, but I didn't complete. I do like that they continued on with the Rush series and stuff like that, but I haven't completed it all the way through. It gave it like it's a whole little different setting and everything. It has a nice like title theme. It has some good things going for it. It's just I just didn't really I just didn't complete it, or I stayed away from it until I actually played it myself. Or like I've seen the little final boss. I've already seen that. It's just that's just it's just like an experience I'm trying to play. When I say I played it a little bit, I mean like I played like the first level at school one time, and I played the demo that was online. Around I guess a little bit after the game had came out or whatever, I played it. Um, yeah, Sonic and Boom, Fire and Ice. I don't really care for it. Uh, I get that like it had more time to develop, compared to like Rise of Lyric and Shatter Crystal or whatever, or just Rise of Lyric. They put more time into that one to help it out, to help it like be received better and everything. But it's something I don't really care for. Generations for the 3DS. Never played it, but I know of it. It had other elements that other boss fights and all that were in other Sonic games that they covered on as opposed to the console version. Let's see. What is this? Sonic Jump or Sonic. That's Sonic Jump. Sonic Jump. I did play it. Didn't complete it, but I don't really care for it. I mean, it's a little mobile game. It's nothing really. Sonic Lost World for the 3DS, same. Different thing. Let me see. That's the. Isn't this for the 3DS? Making sure. I'm trying to make sure. Let me make sure. Okay, no, yeah, it's for the 3DS. I don't really care for it. I know there was just a 3DS like version of it. Everybody has like different opinions on it. I just don't really like. I never played it. I know of it, but don't really care for it. The Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, like the same thing. Never played it, but I know of it. The Sonic Classic Collection, it's the same thing. It's just like ports of it. I know of it, but don't really care for it. Same thing with the Mario Sonic series. Never played, but I know of the other games. Sonic Generations for the console version. I played it, but I didn't complete it. I get it. It's an anniversary game. I get it's an anniversary game. It's just me personally, I wasn't a fan of the boost gameplay. It was just that as the series went on, it kind of got stale. But people said that they just refined it or they made it better in Generations or whatever. I guess that was the best the boost can get in Generation. So that in that regard, then that's fine. But the boost gameplay overall, I wasn't really too much of a fan of. But it was nice that they, made an anniversary title in a, and then they played homage to, to bringing in classic Sonic and stuff. It's okay. Let's see, Sonic Boom, Shattered Crystal. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care for it. I know of it. Don't really care for it. let's see, Sonic Colors for the DS. Never played, but I know of it. Everybody kept saying it's pretty much like Sonic Rush 3, but because it was made from the same people that made the Rush series, so that was a cool thing. That was a cool thing they did. Yeah. Like I said, Sonic Mania it's just that Sonic Mania Plus is just yeah, it's just a little an expansion pack that they did that they had Mighty and Ray and they had their super forms and everything. It was nice. It was nice seeing them having their own super forms and stuff. So that was cool. And then you got Sonic Mania Adventures and all that from that. That's a cool little thing they did with that. But yeah, that's all I can really say. Um, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I had to get that one a C. Let's see, because it had a good soundtrack. It's just that it was a step down from the first one. It was really like a step down from the first one. Cause I played it, I played the story, I got it completed, and I had got like Supersonic and stuff. But it was because the controls and everything. Once you get the controls down, it's pretty decent enough. It was just that when I got the game in the beginning, I was wondering why nobody really talked about it. And I kind of seen why, but I knew that there was a sequel to it, but I was just, questioning why nobody really talked about it. But I see why. Sonic, Sega All Stars Racing. I give that one an A. Did I? But I don't remember if I completed it or not. I just liked the game. I just really liked the game. I wish they had put it on PS Now or whatever. That would have been nice. But yeah, give it a A. Give it a A. I like it. Like, it's a cool racing game. Let's see, the London 2012 games. Like I said, never played it, but I know of it. The Sonic Colors for the Wii. I believe I did complete it, but I really didn't like Colors. In the beginning, well, no, I really didn't like it. Like, even when I had when I very first saw it, I liked the little title theme and a few level themes, but wasn't really a fan of Colors. I just really wasn't. It's interesting how they try to do a little two-player experimentation, but no, I wasn't really a fan of it. Wasn't a fan of Colors. Wasn't really. It'd have been interesting if they put Hypersonic on there just to give more meaning to the word Colors, but yeah. Like I said, don't really didn't play the other Mario and Sonic series games. Let's see, Sonic Boom Rise Lyric. I don't really care for it. I know of it. It's just that it was rushed, and they wanted to do more with it, but and it pretty much flopped or whatever. But it was interesting that they did do a whole fighting game behind it, a whole fight mechanic and everything behind it. It was certain things that that was in there that was nice. From what I saw, or what they were trying to do, that was cool. They did the whole little team-based gameplay like Sonic Heroes. So there's that. Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed. I played it, but I didn't complete it. But I don't know. I like the first one better. I just like the first one better. Wait. I guess this is going for the. Isn't just the Wii U? It's the 362 and everything. So that's just I just like the first one better. But the other one is decent. I'll give it a I give it a B though. I'll give a Transformer a B. Alright, so Sonic Lost World for the Wii U, don't really care for it. It was just pretty obscure to me. Like, that game was hardly ever talked about or whatever. The characters, the Deadly Six, Design wise, they're they look cool, but I guess character wise or whatever, they don't come off too much as a threat or whatever. Like they really don't. But it's good to see that they're doing more with the characters in the comics or whatever. There's that. But um, it was pretty an obscure Sonic game to me. It really wasn't much. It wasn't really offering anything like that. I mean, they tried to do the whole Mario Galaxy thing, but it wasn't really much. Mm, Team Sonic Racing. Don't care for it. But if I was to grade it, I put it like a. It's like it's like a D minus. It's like I give it a D minus because it's decent enough where you can customize your car and you know you play as Sonic characters, but the amount of Sonic characters that you have in the game was pretty lackluster because there's a handful more you could have put in there or whatever, and they didn't, and they used the same people that made the Sonic Racing series. Uh, now I give it an F. I give it an F, but uh, I give it an F. It's just that it was just pretty lackluster, but it had certain little pinches here and there of things that could have did like better or whatever. But they ruined it, making the character roster pretty lackluster, and they decided to expand upon the Sonic roster. But like I said, the roster was pretty lackluster. You you it fell into almost like as fast as what in my regard it was just obscure. It just went pretty obscure to me. Obscurity. It just went into obscurity. There's that. So it's like if I had to grade it, it would be an F, but uh, it would be like an F, but I don't really care for it. It's in that regard. Um, Sonic CD. I already okay. So the first Sonic CD for the Mega CD. Yeah, like I played it through the Gems collection. So like I said, it's the same type of thing. It's just that the re-release was just introducing like or implementing other things, which it was whatever. Um, the Mean Bean Machine I don't really care for. I mean I played it, but I don't really care for it. The Sonic Drift game, same thing. Played it, don't care for it. Um, Same thing for the Master System. This is for the DS. I would have to say never played, but I know of it. Sonic Wacky Worlds, I heard of it, but I don't care for it. Sonic Spinball, I played it, but I don't really care for it. Um, Sonic Triple Trouble, same thing. Now Sonic Runners, in a sense, I mean, in terms of mobile games, I never played it. No, I've played it, but I didn't complete it. Um, but I heard, it had a lot of fan service and everything on there. It had, other characters that, we haven't seen in a while. So things like that. And then it had its own little story mode you can do with it. Now, if they didn't delete it, it would have probably been still, like one of the best like mobile games that Sonic had. But for some reason they took it down. But if I had to grade it, I guess if I had to grade it, but I didn't complete it though. That's the thing. I didn't complete it. I mean, I played it. I'll just say I played it, but I didn't complete it. I ain't gonna grade it. Well, it's a good game. I ain't gonna if I had to grade it, I guess I give it a B, like a B plus. Uh, let's see, Sonic Drift, the same thing. I played it. I just don't really care for it. Let's see, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, as a whole game. As a whole game, I get that one. see. I would give that one a. I give it a B. I give it a B. The game was nice. The game was cool to play. You get to play. Let's see. I'm gonna put it up. In the B. Cause like I had to beat the game with like using cheat codes and stuff. Cause at let's see, I had to give it a B. Yeah, I had to beat the game using like cheat codes and stuff like that. But by myself before using cheat codes and stuff, I would probably only get like 4 emeralds, if anything. The four would probably be the best I could get. Like on a good day, I could probably get like 4 emeralds. I could never like get all of the chaos emeralds and the super emeralds. I couldn't do it. Sonic Labyrinth. It was just on the Sonic Make collection thing. It was just those games that ain't really nothing. The Sonic Game World, I think, wasn't that like an event or something like that? I think it was an event or something. Sonic Game World, I don't care for it. I know of it, but I don't care for it. Sonic Forces. I played and I beat Forces. It's really hard to really put Forces. Well, no, it ain't really hard to put Forces anywhere. It's really hard that like Forces went through 3 years of development and only 1 year of game time or whatever, like game development. So that means that they just recycled things from previous games. They didn't have much time to work with anything, so I'm gonna have to give that one I don't care for it, but if I had, since I did complete it and grade it, I have to, let me see, I have to put it in F tier. I have to put that one in F tier. Cause it had stuff going for it. Like, if I was to grade it on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be a 5. That's the thing, cause it's a lot of things that they could have made better. Like the Infinite's design was good, but his character was not. The character creation was good. Having you customize your abilities and all that was cool. It just could have been expanded on a little bit more, and it reintroduced like classic. Well, it brought back in classic Sonic when they said they weren't going to do it, or supposedly they said they weren't. But yeah, like it had potential, but nah, it didn't work out. Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is going to be S tier. S tier always. That was a childhood game that I really liked. Let me see. I really liked that game a lot. I really did. Let me see. I really liked that game a lot. I'm gonna have to put that right there. Yep. Let's see. Really like that game a lot. If they did a mix between elements of like Adventure 2 and Heroes, that'll be a pretty decent Sonic game. If they did like mixes between that and had the Child Garden and stuff, for people that like that, that'd be cool. This is Sonic Adventure 2 for the Dreamcast. Never played it, but I know of it. I've seen videos on it and stuff like that. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is the same thing. They don't really care for it. I get, they when they did it in episodes, that that threw it off every time. So it's that's what probably threw off a lot of people's expectancy. They didn't expect for it to be broke off into episodic type of things, which ultimately didn't get finished. So there's that. Sega Heroes, it's just the mobile games I don't really care for. The collection games, don't really care for. I played that one, but it's just a collection of games. There's that. So let's see. Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. Never played it, but I know of it because it was like Japan exclusive. Shadow the Hedgehog. I played Let's see. If I was to grade that one, I give it a D. I give it a D. Uh, it's cause it was recycled like stuff from Sonic Heroes, but they tried to do its own thing, which some of the stuff was nice, but other things really wasn't. The whole story segments, well, not like having to go through all the story events over and over just to get like each different like good and bad ending, and then get the last ending and things like that. That's the only little the major downside to it all was that. Let's see. Let's see. Sonic Spinball for the Master System. I don't really care for it. Sonic for the Mega Drive. This looks like the. I think for this Sonic 1 and 2, and for the Japanese. This is just the Japanese version, and it's in the box art. It's the same thing. I mean, it's just different like box art. Uh, Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic 3D Blast. I liked the game, but I didn't complete it. I had got pretty far. I had got most of the emeralds, but I couldn't really find I couldn't find like Knuckles for the last one, and I don't think they had Supersonic in that one. That was the little downside in it too. I didn't think that didn't have Supersonic. Um, so this one I put in played but didn't complete. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Oh, well, that's for the Mega Drive. The Mega Drive, no, I didn't. No, I know. Never played, but I know of it, I guess. But the Sega Saturn version, that's the one. I did play, but I didn't complete. It was on Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Let's see. Sonic and the Black Knight. I didn't get a chance to play it, so it's like I never played it, but I know of it. I was meaning to play it like years ago, but like somebody was supposed to get it for me for Christmas, but for some reason they didn't get it for me. They looked at it and said that yeah, this will be something I would like, but for some reason they didn't get it. So there's that. So that's the little downside in that. Sonic and the Secret Rings. I played, but I didn't complete it. I got to. It was the. Let me see. It was the this little pirate stage or whatever. I got past the part where you saved Knuckles. It was just the little pirate thing that was like after that. You had to race like the blue orb and everything, and yeah, I just didn't complete it after that. Let's see. But no, for a quick thing, let me go back to Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, like I like the final boss they did, Excalibur Sonic and all that looked nice. I just like the little storybook take that they did on it. And this was like I think the last role that like Jason Griffith and them played. The 4Kids voice actors that played for, so that whole thing. But I like the Sonic storybook series. But if they do a third one, I really wonder how it's gonna be. Hopefully they do a third one. But yeah, there's that. All right, so Sonic compilations, the same thing. Don't play it. Don't really care for it. Let's see, Sonic Dash. I played, but I didn't complete it. Well, there ain't really no completion. It's just it's an endless runner. If I was to grade it, I give it a C. Give it a C. It's just those Well, no, I can. If I was to grade it, I'd give it a C. It's just those mobile games. Let's see. The first Sonic Mega Collection. I get that one a. Get that one an A, I I guess. You know, I won an A. I played it in no wait, I played it but I didn't complete it. I didn't get no, I had unlocked Sonic 2, but I didn't unlock like I don't think I well I did get Knuckles and Sonic 2, and then I think I did get Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but um if I was to grade it give it a what did I don't even know what I said before. The as far as the grade goes, I give it a I give it like A or B plus. I give it that. Um, let's see. Sonic Riders. For nostalgia purposes, that's always gonna be S tier. I did play and complete it. Uh I did do all of the missions and everything. So I did complete the game. I did complete the game. So there's that. But nostalgic purposes, that's let me see. Nostalgic purposes, that's always gonna be S tier. Um, the game was cool. Everything was nice about that game. I wish they did another one just like this one. If they remastered Sonic Riders, that would be crazy. If they remastered and made it the same type of thing, type of gameplay style and everything, but like updated graphics and everything, it would have been nice. But game itself is it's S tier. It's S tier. I would play that game constantly. I would play that game constantly. Favorite game. Let's see. Let's see. Almost done. The Sonic Rival series. Sonic Rivals 2. I did play it, or no. I tried to play it through an emulator, but it kept like lagging and everything, so I couldn't really play it. For just for this sake, I'll just put it in. I know of it, and I've seen a few videos on it. It's pretty cool. The first Sonic Rivals would be. Hold on, it's not up there. It's I would give it a. I give it a. Let me see. I would give it a somewhere in the middle of it's It's pretty cool. I'll give it a C, like a C plus if anything. Um, Sonic Riders, Sonic R for the Sega Saturn. I think me personally, I didn't complete it. Or if I did, I don't remember. But nice soundtrack and everything. I loved it. I loved uh, the soundtrack. The controls can take some getting used to and things like that. But once you get used to it enough, you'll have a decent time with the game. But yeah, it's nice. Soundtrack is nice. Pretty simple game, but it's nice. Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush will, for nostalgic purposes, be S tier. Will be S tier. It'll be S tier. It'll be S tier because it introduced Blaze the cat. She was nice. She's one of she's nice. She's one of she's in my top 5 favorite Sonic characters. Uh yeah, only thing that I probably would have wanted for the game is like more characters to be playable, but that's it. Um Sonic Chaos, I don't really care for it. I don't really care for it. It's just the other compilation games. Sonic X Leapster, don't really care for it. Heard of it, don't care for it. Let's see. Sonic Pocket Adventure, don't really care for it. It's everybody said it's the worst port. I think they said. Sonic Runners Adventure, that game I don't care for it. It's inferior to its prequel. I guess they couldn't that no. It was made by a whole different like thing. That game flopped. I feel like that game just flopped and fell into obscurity. It could never be like the first Runners. Yeah, Sonic Runners Adventure cannot be. It's nowhere near the first Runners. Um, you know, nah, yeah, not. It's not the same. Let's see. Sonic Schoolhouse is just a school game. I don't care about it. Sonic the Fighters. I played but didn't complete it. Hold on. Played but didn't complete it. I like, that was the first Sonic fighting game. If they can do another fighting game with Sonic, if they can do another fighting game with Sonic, that'll be cool. I know fans took it upon themselves to make their own Sonic fighting games, which that is nice. That's just something Sega needs to take note of because fans do want, you know, certain elements in Sonic games. The Game Gear stuff, Tails Adventure, don't care for. Tails Sky Patrol, I don't care for. If this is Sonic Eraser, I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure, but I don't really care for it. This was I saw it in one of the videos. It's just like Sonic being like a policeman or whatever. It was just Japan exclusive, so it wasn't really nothing to me. There's that. So there's that. Sonic Popcorn Shop. It was just a popcorn game. It wasn't really nothing. Um, Sonic Boom, the Dash, the mobile version, it didn't really go anywhere. So nothing. It was just I don't really care for it. So yeah, let me see. So that's really all of the games. Um, that's really all of the games. These are just the other things. But if I were to put them somewhere, just to be a completionist on this list, I believe I played it, but I don't think I completed this. But it's just, yeah, I did play it. I did play it a long time ago, but wasn't nothing. I played it, but I didn't complete it. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Um, you can say in that regard. I mean, I did complete Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so. But if it was just Sonic 3 by itself, I believe I would just say I played, but I didn't complete it. Let's see. I played, but didn't complete. Oh, but this is for the Mega Drive. I'm not sure. But yeah, played, but didn't complete. Um, the same thing. This is for the Mega Drive. Um, the Mega Drive. Well, I'll just put it there for now. And this is just and then Sonic and Knuckles. I don't think I completed it either. So I played and didn't complete it. Um, let's see, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah. There's that. So the Japanese cover box art for the Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. So for this, I guess I'll replace the one they had up there, just because I didn't see the one for the Sega Genesis. Well, they did have for the Sega Genesis, but um, never mind. It'll stay there. But it's just the same games. I just put them at top tier. I mean, because it's the Japanese and the European cover art or whatever. I believe, but I'll put it up. I'll put it up there. The other ones, just for the sake of like it being, I'll just put it here. For the sake of it just being like it's just the classic Sonic games, the classic Sonic era, and it was the start of 1 and 2 was the start of like it was the start. It was the start of the franchise, pretty much. But yeah, I'll just put these up here. So, okay, so as you can see, there's a handful of Sonic games I did complete, and there's a grip of Sonic games I played, didn't complete, and then there's a lot of ones that I didn't touch. I really didn't touch, but I know of them. Um, some are decent, some are not. Um, that's the thing. But yeah, this is a video I really had to do for a while. I had previously done many attempts to record it before, and wasn't it wasn't to my liking. So it was certain things that I wished had I got completed, but yeah. Um, be sure to like. Oh, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this is just one of the things that I was trying to get done for the longest time. So, like I said, once again, sorry for the hiatus. Um, trying to get everything situated with work and everything else, but yeah, this is something I wanted to do. But yeah, this is the Shadow Spirit 2 and signing out.